Indeed. I was clearly just saying that we have
No,
been
I just
doing.
thought. Go ahead.
I know that voice is kind of delayed, but we have been doing all we could, all we can to form alliances other than the small settlements and so forth, gaining all the men and trust that we have. So far, we do have the bakery on our side, as well as the Dwarfshire, the new one that just formed right across to the north at the end of the south.
Well, let's go inside. I've got tables set up in the warehouse. We got another influential member of the South from Odin's Reach, a location you see the
Excellent.
Jarl
I'm
Mortimer
glad he's here.
from Odin's Reach.
I wish that Hacken could be here.
Would
Aye,
you like to send a raven to him?
Mortimer, good to see you.
Uh, yes, if you don't mind, would you mind guys sending a raven as you I have to speak with God for a few more moments.
It's fine. I'll
Hello.
take. I'll send the raven.
Are you tis with sickness during this season?
Nothing serious.
Castle Black, who are Ironhold's allies in the north, that they had a meeting yesterday where Thormar basically got all of the little guilds and him together, and from what I understand, is trying to get them all in alliance. I'm not sure for what reason. From what I understand, he basically was the only one that talked. It wasn't like anybody else had a lot of input. He just lectured them on how everything needed to be, and he's kind of proclaiming himself the warden of the North or something like that. And I don't know if that means, from what they say, it's like he's trying to get ready for war. I don't know who it is that he would want to attack. It's my opinion that now that he has his castle walls built, he has to find some other project. So the reason that we all got together is I am personally a peaceful person and don't want to go to war with anybody. But I also am not just going to sit back and let somebody just do whatever they want. So we need to decide how we're going to handle that. If we need to create an alliance, or do we need to um, elect a couple of us to go speak with Thomar and find out if there's something that we can do to lower the tensions, and that we had a small get together earlier with us plus members of our guild, but it got to the point to where everyone was sort of talking over each other and spending more time giving opinions on each other's opinions than coming up with a solution for what we should do. So I suggested that all the guild leaders in the South get together and have a discussion and decide what is the best way to deal with this situation. And at that, I will let someone else speak.
They are all dead over there. I burned their hideous corpses. After the disease had stricken them, it is just me now. And even I am in no condition to do any sort of fighting. But I will do what I can to help.
As I said with the group of men, and of course I'm new to the South, I speak with for my men and of course the South. I try. We need to rally the claims and rally the people. We cannot make this decision unless we have everyone from the South to back our decision. But either way, my men are ready to fight. But it's not smart to show force and decide to go to war if we do not have every single person backing us on this decision in the South, and maybe the North. Maybe there's Northern claims that do not want to see a king. And we must think about that. That is all I have to say.
Redguard will wait till last to give an opinion. Shall let the others speak first.
I want to have a second to talk about what Hacken has just said, because no one from Ironhold has turned to banditry in the north. It has never happened. Not one member of our guild has gone up there and done anything. I don't even believe any of us go up there. And I don't know if he is saying this because he's trying to create the illusion that Ironhold is something other than a very peaceful. I never told you that I aided Castle Black in raids. When did I ever tell you that? The only thing that I said was that Castle Black and I had made an alliance because they were the ones that were bringing us um, the materials to make Mendicos's keep that I care nothing for. I tell you now, no one from Ironhold has gone into the north and raided anyone. Well, I did not mean for you to mistake anything that I've said. The only time that I have ridden north with my armor on in hopes of doing anything was when Maria was being attacked by those Africans. That is the only time that I've ridden up there. And if I gave you the impression that I was raiding on someone, then I apologize for that. But I believe that I've known you long enough for you to know that I'm not a raider or a bandit, and I'm not going and messing with anybody else's stuff. There's enough to do at Ironhold. I don't know what to say about that. I've never raided in the north, nor do I care for raiding. And anyone that knows me knows that I try to be peaceful and invite people to Ironhold for peaceful get-togethers only.
Root of all the hostilities in the end. Rumors. Maybe the North builds their alliances on the basis of rumors, and the South attempts to do the same because of the exact same things.
Of rumors being the reason of the Great War of his time between the North and the South.
too have heard many stories of false wars for no reasons at all.
But as we know, Rochester, as he said, has no more projects. They are looking for a fight. Daily, they go up our borders and merely say they are hunting, when my men have several times seen them looting from southern ruins. Now, if they are merely hunting, why are they looting southern ruins?
That would be a question for them. To say that Khan makes a point. Ruins get looted by all, whether north or south. The land, whichever side of the land you live on, doesn't matter. I myself have looted in ruins too. Looted to gain rewards, looted to keep certain things out of the hands of bandits and other foul people who I think don't deserve what's in some of these ruins left behind.
I understand that.
What I must ask is, are you taking an affront to them looting in the southern ruins because they are from the north and we have drawn a line between the north and the south already?
Nay, we take no account of them being in the north or south. Anyone, of course, can hunt in any region, as well as I hope that they agree that southerners can hunt in the northern region. But in several aspects, of course, if a southern guard or patrol asks merely strangers that we know no houses of, what is their business here, and they say that they are merely hunting, and they are looting a claim that is currently still there, that is, of course, a mere suspicion, as I say. But of course, this was not caused on claims that they are looting. As he said, and as everyone agrees, you can loot from ruins. But of course, if you ask them what their house is, and they do not acknowledge what their house is, that seems a bit strange if they are up to no good.
Sometimes to understand, one must put yourself in the shoes of them. For them, they are simply being questioned by what they might understand as those who guard the South. Now, you of course could ask guard the South from what? There's many things, but for them, they could see it as a provocation or a simple, why do they need to answer? Whether it's because they're from the North or perhaps they just do not like to answer to other people. I do agree. It does seem a bit suspicious. Why is there a need to hide what allegiances you are from, what claim you are from, when this island is open to all? There should be no need to hide, but there will be those who do it.
Of course, I agree.
Now I
Well,
believe.
to be honest,
Go ahead.
I'm a little miffed right now because I don't remember ever telling Hacken that I ever raided the North, and I don't like it my reputation being spoiled to sound like I'm a raider when I am not. The only thing that I've ever done is try to increase Ironhold to have the best goods and the best best people that we possibly can have. If it was up to me, everyone would be in control of their own areas and can do whatever they want there. The only problem I have is if someone else goes around and tries to have lordship or make other guilds be, you know, uh, whatever it is, incumbent to them, that I don't think is right. I think that everybody has the right to do whatever they want, and if anybody is being attacked, then the whole server should get together, and the whole lands, excuse me, should get together and protect those people. The only thing that I worry about are the bandits that come new to this land with no other objective than to cause havoc and fear amongst our people and then leave the lands.
Well, as for the rumor that you joined Castle Black in raiding, I do believe that is a subject between you and Hakan. I believe you two should probably discuss in private after this meeting. As to move on about this possible lordship that Domar is claiming, or so-called claiming according to Castle Black. Um, I would like to remind all that perhaps Castle Black's opinion is that he is pushing lordship over. It does not mean that those in the rest of the North believe it. It might just be Castle Black, which makes it easier for them to push it onto us, knowing that we do not take kindly to such things. Thus, it is important that we bring up these concerns to Thomar, discuss these concerns, because if we take the actions that Thomar is reportedly taking, preparing defenses, setting up defensive lines, training people in combat, we'll be no better than them, and it will surely spur on more conflict. But if we bring it up to him and discuss what we have heard, discuss, question why he is preparing for war. What is it that why does he believe that southern bandits are going to be assaulting the north? We can perhaps come to an agreement, we can come to an understanding that perhaps some of this is misguided, some of it is miscommunication. And from there, we can work on a solution to peace. If not, then it will return to war, perhaps. But at least we have tried the alternate solution before it comes down to war. Precautions come in many forms. You do not have to set up castle walls, and you do not have to train soldiers in war to be cautious or have a precautionary measure set up for war. Just simply knowing that Thomar is preparing his own defenses for war lets us know to be aware. That means at any point in time we can change what path we take to prepare for war if need be. But let us say that he gets wind that there was a meeting in the South, and what became of it was the South prepared for war. The South started training their soldiers, setting up walls. How will Thomar respond? Will he start showing his forces? Send them down to the South in order to enforce that perhaps he is stronger? No matter what we can do, we will not be able to win? Or will he simply send an envoy down to discuss? The outcome we do not know of, but I most surely can assure you that if we prepare for war like he is, it will only spur more war. Actions speak louder than words. If you prepare for war, it's going to mean you want war. This is why we're all having this conversation, because Thomar is preparing defenses and we are worried that he wishes for war.
Is that horrible castle, fort, whatever it is that Mendicus is insistent on building. As far as I am concerned, there's no reason to even have walls. Everyone is free to go and and do as they please as long as they don't force themselves upon others. Ironhold has no want for war. We only want to have the finest horses and livestock, to have the finest farms, and to have the finest products to trade other members so that this land grows strong all as one. The only raid that Ironhold would be a part of is to stop bandits from attacking other places and doing stuff like they did to the bakery last week where they killed all their horses, which is a total crap, in my opinion, for people to treat people like that. I must admit that I am very flustered at this time right now to be even considered a raider or a bandit. Fair enough, but what business is it of Thilmar's? His lands are far from the south, and the only reason that the Republic is here and the reason that they moved out of Ironhold was so that they could create a small army that can help protect the south and the north, if it is necessary, of incoming bandits and raiders. That is the only reason why. And any time that is gone beyond that, I have spoken with Aenor about it so that we understand completely what their role is in the South. I helped set up the Republic, and I will continue to help support them because I sleep better knowing that they keep the bandits at bay. We do not have bandit attacks in the South like they do in the North.
You
We can chalk it up to a simple cautionary measure that perhaps Thomar does not have enough information to accurately act on. Thus, he is taking the most arguably safest route for him to do, which is to militarize. Because then he knows, at least if he's wrong, then he's not lost anything. So as such,
Well,
perhaps it is
there are
with...
no...
Go
I'm sorry.
ahead. Go
Go ahead. My fault. Well, I just wanted to say that there are no gates that stop him from coming into Ironhold and speaking with me or anyone else. He is free to come down and speak with me. If I want to go speak with Thomar, I have to go through a gate and locks and talk to guards. He is welcome anytime, just like I told him yesterday. Well, to be honest, I haven't been up there, but I know that he has completely surrounded himself in castle walls and now is calling for an alliance of all the guilds in the north, which concerns me because if he starts to feel like he doesn't have enough to do and he gets bored and then all of a sudden gets power hungry, then now he wants to find a reason to go to war with somebody, and Ironhold being the largest settlement in the south. Well, now that Aenor has as many members of his army, they actually are growing to be quite a bit larger than Ironhold. But Ironhold for sure has some of the finest goods in the south. I do not want Thomar coming down here claiming that we are trying to be aggressive towards him and giving himself a reason to come down and attack and steal our property.
Then perhaps a meeting is in order, not just between individuals, but between groups. Together, we will go to the north at a set time and date and discuss with Thomar and others in the north who are aligned with him. Explain to him, I would not say grievances, but perhaps miscommunications we have had, and discuss reasons behind certain actions both sides have taken. Yes, and concerns.
I invited Thomar to Ironhold last night, and I thought we had a good conversation. So maybe our conversation isn't after the fact of when he had his little meet. So maybe he's changed his mind. I don't know. He did not seem very aggressive, only a little bit concerned that he wasn't getting the respect that he deserved when he was traveling through the South.
Well, if it does come down to him being concerned about respect, unfortunately there's not much we can do. The people of the South are free to choose how they act and wish with other people of the North or the South or anyone on this island. No need for borders between North and South. If he has an issue with it,
I
I'm
agree.
sure he can take it up with whoever he has an issue with in the arena. Much to anyone's deterrent. If they have an issue with another, the arena stands off the coast, ready to await anyone wishing to solve that issue. But
I believe the arena is the best place too, for any grievances that anyone has. And everyone in this realm, whether it's north, south, or the little island to the east, all should be prepared in combat, if for no other reason than to protect ourselves from bandits. There's no reason, there, there's no reason, and Muffin and his guild are in the north, there's no reason that bandits should have came onto their claim and killed their horses. The bandits should have been stopped, not just stood by and watched. And if it was in the south, they would have been. That is the only thing that I'm concerned about is protecting those who are not able to protect themselves, not because they don't have the ability to protect themselves, but because they get outnumbered. Everyone needs to be able to protect themselves, and it is their responsibility to fight back. As long
well,
as these lands are open to newcomers, we will have people coming in that have no other agenda than to cause havoc and then leave. When has anyone ever asked us to go to the north and help? And when has anyone in the south ever asked Tholmar and Moria to ride down here to protect us? I haven't. I don't see the need for it. Not that they are not welcome, but we're not asked to come here. We didn't ask Tholmar or Moria to come and protect us because we have the ability to protect ourselves. The only thing that bothers me about what the North does is they come down and hunt our bears and wolves. And everyone in the South has the right to hunt too. But every time that there's the sound of a bear being seen in the South, the North come as fast as they can and slay that bear before anyone in the South has a chance to hunt. And that bothers me. But not so much that I want to go to war. I just think, hey, let other people, let some of the people in the South want to hunt. Let them kill bears and let them kill wolves. Don't come down and kill all of our wildlife. Are there not bears and wolves and wildlife in the north? It is a small thing, but it does bother me because I know there are men in Ironhold that would like to bag their own bear, and yet 4 times bears have been seen in the south, and all 4 times someone from the north has come in, and I'm not so sure that wasn't wizardly taken care of. I
well,
apologize if
that
I
is a
sound angry,
concern.
but I do not like to. I apologize if I sound angry, but I do not like to be associated with raiders and bandits.
Well, what I'm gathering from this is we require a meeting with Thomar and others in the north, not just as individuals but as groups.
I admit, Tark, that I haven't been in these lands as long as you have, and yet I also have not seen a reason for the North and the South to have to team team up. And not that I'm trying to make a distinction between the two. The lands are all open. We just happen to live in the south and they happen to live in the north, and some live in the east and some live in the west, and I'm sure that everybody can help each other. I have no problem with that. The only problem I have are bandits that come in here with no other reason to be here than to cause havoc, and to have them stop before they do anything. And then my second concern, which is a very light concern that I would like to mention with them, is that if a bear is seen in the south, it doesn't even have to be in the south. If a bear is seen, let the people that live closest to where that bear is have a chance to sack that bear instead of magically appearing within seconds of hearing that there's a bear and having it killed, and whatever means that I have no idea, because I didn't even have a chance to get over there and see what the situation was. I have never seen this.
It happened maybe less than a week ago where someone had led a bear to a gate and
Perhaps
attempted to slay it, only to need to call Thomar after Thomar said, "If you can't handle it, let me know."
I wasn't I wasn't around to see that happen. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
He is well known to be the bear slayer. Legends are already becoming of it.
Well,
The fame of slaying a bear and other wild animals. I can't understand this. If they are coming down of their own volition, waiting for such animals to come out from their hidings and slaying them, then perhaps it's something we need to discuss with them. If it is others who simply only know to call for Thomar whenever a bear arrives, perhaps we need to get more word out of the south than of other people, perhaps fellows in Ironhold who wish to slay bears. Do not call upon Thomar right away. Call upon Ironhold. They are closer, and they are prepared to fight against such wild creatures for you.
Must say this comes to a more of a testament of reputation more than that of someone being unfair and unjust. People know him for it. To be well known and be called for something such a task, one must gain momentum with their own fame in order to be called forth to pull something out like the bears.
I
Unfortunately,
don't
it's nothing
see it
that no one
as
really
a
controls. It
reputation
just
thing.
happens.
I don't see it as a situation of fame or anything in that sight. I just know that Joseph and I would like a chance to bag a bear. And if anyone ever hears of it or doesn't hear of it, does not matter to us. We don't care about the fame of killing the bear. We just want the challenge of killing the bear. I know that Aenor and Mendicus had a chance and they got a bear. It's not about the fame, it's about the joy of the hunt. And if others wish to
The
be
fame
famous
doesn't
bear
apply to
hunters,
the one
what
killing the
do I
bear.
care?
The fame applies to those who call forth. They call him forth because he is known to kill bears. It's nothing about him wanting the fame of killing bears. He is just known for doing it. The people around you
Whatever.
create your fame, not your own.
Understandable. I understand, and that's not, I wasn't trying to say that. I'm just saying the fame has nothing to do with it, whether it's the fame of who kills the bear or who calls to have the bear killed. Just some people would like a chance to fight a bear. And 4 times there's been a bear sighting, and before we've had a chance to even rally ourselves to go get the bear, someone from the north a couple of times magically appears, don't even ride down on the horse, just magically appear. I've seen, I don't want to call anybody out, I've seen people magically create furnaces, jump on top of furnaces, and kill bears. I've seen it with my own eyes. And that is not the right way to handle bears, in my opinion. But I have seen it with my eyes. And I left because I didn't want to be a part of such a thing. I tell you that right now I am a little flustered, and all I want is peace. All I want is for Ironhold to be able to live in a place where we don't have to surround ourselves with walls, yet at the same time can produce very nice animals to trade, very nice crops, the best apples, the best trees, the finest iron and steel, the finest armor to trade with whoever wishes to trade at good prices. That is all we want. I don't care anything about that castle. Mendicus has just been bothering me about building walls, so I gave him a little section of the property to build on. As anyone that's been in Ironhold knows, everybody gets a little piece of land. We have a complete residential area where everybody can build a house and then build up around their house and organize it the way that they like so they feel like they have their own place. We don't want to be a big castle where we hide inside of a prison. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that is not what Ironhold is about. All we wanted to do is be in peace and have the finest products that we can have. If someone wants to take that from us, then we will don our armor and our weapons and we will fight for it. Otherwise, we will leave it alone. Nonetheless,
As it stands, I believe Ironhold wishes for peace. Redguard also seeks peace. Hakon, his claim seeks peace. And Anor, I believe the Republic will just follow with whatever choices are made here today, correct? And then Odin's Reach will also follow through with the decisions made today.
Odin's Reach will meditate on things, but you can expect our aid in most matters.
Very well then. So then, I do not think it is wrong to say that a meeting with the northern leaders, Domar and those of his alliance, shall be set up. Is there any arguments to the Red Guard setting the place of the meeting, the time and the date, so long as it's applicable to everyone?
Does not sound like anybody has any objections.
Well, if there are no objections, I would say this to be fair, Hakon, the Red Guard is quite neutral in this regard. In fact, this meeting, we're holding this meeting as the neutral party.
or not. As long as no one attacks Ironhold, I'm fine with whatever. I've been helping support Anor and his republic to make sure that no one is attacking or raiding in the south, and as long as he continues to do so, I'm fine with whatever. All I want to do is make the finest iron that I can. And get a chance to bag a horse or a bear every now and then, maybe some wolves. I haven't even seen a wolf.
Truth be told, Hakon, Tark is actually from the north, while I am from the south. We are actually and yes, Tark actually lives in the north right now. So, We simply follow what is the right thing to do, the right and just cause. As it stands, peace is the just cause because we feel perhaps war can be avoided. War would be a mistake at this point, especially if it is all due to simple miscommunications and hearsay of random people.
Yes. And to think that Ironhold wishes ill will or war on anyone disgusts me and pisses me off, to be honest. You guys can let me know whatever you want to do. As long as no one attacks Ironhold, we're not going to attack anyone. We're going to do the best we can to have the finest iron and products that we can have. And we help support Anor because he makes sure that bandits don't attack us or our people when we travel in the south. As you can see, I am not wearing armor, and I do not like to wear armor. It stifles me. I wear a blacksmith's suit because I want to just be a blacksmith. And the only reason that I am a leader of Ironhold is because Hacken and Orissa did not want to grow, and they wanted to be by themselves in their own keep. Otherwise, Hacken would still be the leader of the town under a different name. Have no desire for leadership or to go to war with anyone. So whatever you men decide is fine with me.
Then a meeting we shall have with Domar and others of the north. Hopefully, Castle Black will be included, and we can perhaps get their side of the story, as I feel like them being removed from Thomar might be causing some of these issues, as their opinions are the only opinions of the North we have heard thus far. Thus, the date, time, and location will be set. I'll make sure to send it to all of you. Till then, I can trust that while in the South we are allowed to act on our own, stress that actions taken by certain individuals are done by the individuals and not by the claims. I know there are some in the South who wish war. They are individuals, not claims. If these individuals still seek to prepare for war, it is only them preparing for war. It is not the reflection of the claims or all of the people from that claim. I would stress this, if anyone does question. Are there any questions?
I'm fine with whatever you decide, Alexin, Tark, and all of you. Whatever is decided, I'm fine with. Just whatever it is that you need me to do, just let me know, and I will have the men of Ironhold prepared to do whatever is decided amongst everyone, whether it be north or south. I just don't want raiders, as I've said, and I don't want bandits around Ironhold.
Then, I simply ask that you continue about your business as normal, take care of your holds and your people. If you have the occasional troublesome person, deal with them however you wish, however your holds see fit. We will go to the north and we will bargain a meeting between Thomar and the other leaders, and we will let you know when thus that meeting will happen.
I will take my leave.
Let me get the gate for you. I have a gate here in which to follow. It's a little bit shorter walk. Of course, thank you for showing up.
And I will see you soon.
Of course, of course. Safe travels.
I'm afraid whatever was in those barrels is perhaps spoiled now. If you do not get response from Odin's Reach, I apologize.
May the gods be with you.
Ah, yes, and you as well.
Got my horse stuck.